Citizens, officially Citizens Party of the Citizenry, is a conservative liberal political party in Spain. Founded in Catalonia in 2006, the party received 25.4% of votes and 36 deputies in the December 2017 Catalan regional election, making it the largest single party in the Parliament of Catalonia. Nevertheless, it has never taken power, so its actual political stance remains a source of debate between supporters and adversaries. Beyond a strong opposition to Catalan nationalism and the Catalan independence movement, the party used the phrase, "Catalonia is my homeland, Spain is my country and Europe is our future" to outline the ideology which the party self-describes as post-nationalist. In spite of that, it has been deemed by a variety of sources to profess a populist Spanish nationalist ideology. Citizens used to present itself as a center-left party that offered a mix of social democratic and progressive liberal positions in its platform, but it dropped any mention of social democracy from its principles in February 2017 and by 2018 was judged by some to have experienced a further swing to the right, as it began to compete with the PP, and later also with Vox, to become the leading right-of-center party in the country. It has recently been described by media and CIAs as right-oriented. Citizens was formed in Catalonia in July 2006 in response to the call made in a manifesto by a group of well-known figures in Catalan civic society in which they called for a new political force to address the real problems faced by the general public. In this manifesto, they also warned that the rhetoric of hatred promulgated by official Catalan government media against everything Spanish is more alarming than ever, and that the nation, promoted as an homogeneous entity, has taken over the space where an undeniably diverse society lived. In July 2005, this group of personalities, almost entirely based in Barcelona, formed a political platform called Ciutadans de Catalunya, or Citizens of Catalonia. They organized several roundtables and conferences, and by 2006 they had announced the formation of a new political party. In their first conference of 2006, Albert Rivera, a young lawyer from Barcelona, was elected president. In the 2006 elections for the Parliament of Catalonia, CIS won 3% of the votes and returned 3 MPs. In the 2010 elections, a similar result was achieved, becoming the second largest faction in the Catalan parliament. In 2013, the party started organizing in the rest of Spain with a manifesto called La Conjura de Goya, that took place in the Congress Palace of Madrid. In the 2015 general elections, CIS entered parliament with 13.9% and 40 seats, as PP's Mariano Rajoy refused the mandate to form a government. CIS promised the second-largest party PSOE support in parliament in exchange for a number of political concessions. However, this pact would have needed the support of Podemos and finally did not gain a parliamentarian majority, paving the way for a repeat election. In the 2016 snap elections, CIS lost 0.8% of the popular vote and 8 seats due to Spain's electoral system. After these elections, CIS could strike a deal with the conservative PP in supporting its government in exchange for a number of political concessions. After a 10-month political deadlock, PP leader Mariano Rajoy was able to become prime minister thanks to CIS support and an abstention of PSOE. In the 2014 European elections, the party received 3.16% of the national vote and elected 2 MEPs. Both MEPs joined the Alliance of Liberals and Democrats for Europe group. In the 2019 European elections, the party obtained 12% of the vote and won a total of 7 MEPs. The party was accepted into the Alliance of Liberals and Democrats for Europe party on the 4th of June 2016. Rivera resigned on the 11th of November 2019 after the party lost 80% of its seats in the November 2019 general election. The position of party president was succeeded by Inés Arrimadas. At first, Citizens branded itself as a center-left party in its statement of principles, while Rivera refused to locate Citizens on the political spectrum for a time. He has recently been placing CIS in the political center. Although some observers agreed with the party's ideario by describing CIS as center-left and others agree with Rivera's last definition by describing the party as centrist, the vast majority of them have positioned citizens on the center-right. In a 2014 interview, Congress spokesman Juan Carlos Girota explicitly stated that he did not perceive any significant differences between citizens, the centrist Union, Progress and Democracy and the far-right Spanish Nationalist Party Vox. Federico Finkelstein identifies citizens with a light brand of neoliberal populism. Ideologically, CIS describes itself as a progressive, secular, constitutional, European federalist and post-nationalist political party. Ciudadanos rejects the autonomous community's right to self-determination outside of